This farm giveaway update is brought to you by OnX Hunt, the nation's #1 GPS hunting app. We are getting closer and closer to giving away a 60-acre hunting utopia to one lucky winner, and we're gonna show you just what those trail cam pictures are capturing on this 60 acres in North Missouri that could be yours come 2020. We got a big bottom field on the farm, and the food plot masterminds Mark and Terry Drury giving us the insight on deer movement on this little slice of heaven. So tune in and turn your ears on because they're about to hit you with the truth. P.S. If you haven't entered to win this farm, what in the world are you waiting on? Head to your app store and download the DeerCast app, or head to DeerCast.com. You click on that farm giveaway tab and you enter today. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by RTP Outdoors, home of the groundbreaking Groundbreaker 3-in-1 food plot implement.
And this is the gem of the farm, that bottom field down in the middle of the farm. It really did produce well.
Well, and you talk about get excited about a spot. This one, when you walk in there, it's like, oh baby, this is where you're gonna kill a big deer. You know, it's a little tricky because you're down low there, and to me, you know, it's easily accessible. You come in from the eastern side, anything westerly, southwest, northwest, you've got pretty good access, and you can kind of make eye contact as you're coming off that hill. I'd slip into a ground blind or something on that hillside for firearms. And archery, if you recall, there was one little island of timber that stuck out there, I think would be perfect for a tree stand, and we may work on that plot a little bit. We may enhance it a little more by putting a little more lime, a little more fertilizer, but for year one, I thought it did extremely well.
As I looked through all the photos, a lot of the traffic down there was north to south, which further helps you go in on a west wind or a northwest wind, and you can really overlook that whole bottom. And we thought it was going to be good, and I think it's going to be even better this year when we get more lime, more fertilizer, get the soils up to par, and then plant it, make sure that the planting is right, because I think we had it a touch thick this year, because we had to go in and top dress it, because the plot started to get a little bit yellow, usage started to diminish. We went in and top dressed it, and what do you know, the deer started hitting it again. So this year we're going to make sure we don't overplant it.
We did get a little more moisture too. I think
that helped too.
We were a little light on rainfall early, and when we finally got the rain to dilute some of those fertilizers, and even the seed for that matter, we had seed coat on it, and it all blossomed. Every bit of it came up. The tricky part about that lower food plot, I think, is going to be some southerly wind flows. Finding a spot there to hunt on a south. You know, there a guy might have to get with a muddy bull, you know, and put it down in there, make sure it's scent proof.
Or get up on the hill enough to where southwest casts you up over that road.
You could do that.
You could do that, but overall, pictures were good. We had the best rack buck that we got on the farm down in that bottom field. He needs a name, so much like we did with the other two cameras, please help us come up with a name for that guy. But overall, the most potential was seen down in that field. And the thing that I thought was cool, the biggest buck that we had on each of the three cameras wasn't present on the other two that I could tell. It comes back to what we liked so much about the location of that 60. It's literally surrounded by big deer cover, so therefore if you plant the food, they will come, and they did come. And I think it's going to get it even better this coming fall.
Well, and that was year one. That was just the first, you know, really the first cat out of the bag there, the first time they've experienced food on that parcel. So as long as we continue planting the food, or whoever wins it, as long as they continue putting food on that piece, I think you're going to continue seeing different deer.
Yep, but overall, pictures were great. This was the best camera we had. It had the most pictures, had the most bucks, the biggest buck. Just give that big one a name for us, and we're going to watch them grow this coming fall.
Pretty exciting.
This farm giveaway update is brought to you by OnX Hunt, the nation's #1 GPS hunting app. We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This segment of DoD TV was brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts Glory Ram.